Alrighty. Okay, hi there, man, guys. Welcome. Listen, it's been a while since I've streamed here. So basically, I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna look at the basics of playing Ark. So you want to play Ark? Hey, man, we all struggle to play this game. It's been one of those things where no one. Oh wait, I've got a bit of an echo with the volume. Okay, let's just do that. There we go. All right. Okay, so we're going to basically go into the basics of how to play Ark, since there are just tons and tons of videos out there that try to teach how to play the game, or you just don't know. You get the game, you jump in, and you just don't know what to do, and you're getting killed left, right, and center. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to start off with a little bit in single player here quickly. Just so you can get at the basics idea of how the game, or what the game is all about. And look, Ark's an amazing game. So basically, you're gonna start off. You're gonna, whether you're in single player or you're gonna go join a server somewhere. You basically gonna come and you're gonna be prompted with this screen. So ideally, what you should do, especially if you're gonna go onto an unofficial server, is always put your name in. So we're gonna just load our name in here quickly. This is my preset character. We'll just stick with that so long. And yeah, you're going to create your selector. You can go and you can change and customize all the details on how you want to look your character, torso, arms and legs, and screen color and skin color and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, mine's done already, so we're just going to create. Right, and so what do we do? You get given this map. So right now, normally, I think you don't get to see the full map because you're going to spawn in and it's just going to give you these areas. So you're going to start off the game. And the best thing to do is, man, if you're new to this game, it's just like, guys, just go spawn in the easy stuff. You know, like really, zone 1 is normally always a good place to start. I tend to normally move up a little higher because I want to try and get a little faster in the game. But let's start with the basics. So basics, zone 1.
Are you the one I've been waiting for?
We're going to spawn in here. You'll be greeted with this screen. We are just going to skip this, and if you've got the Bob's Tall Tales,
You know,
well,
kid,
you can
sooner
watch
or
this.
later, you're gonna have to.
And now we're going to spawn. So, here we go. You get greeted by this. And, look, Ark's an amazing game. I've been playing it for years. And, just getting into it now with the upgrade to the Xbox X makes it much more playable. Honestly, guys, if you're going to play Ark and you are on Xbox Series S, really find a way to upgrade to X. It'll make your gameplay so much more. You won't have the crashings as much and all that sort of stuff. Right, so we are greeted by, as we spawn in, look around, get used to your surroundings, and you'll see your bar is pretty much empty at the bottom here. And I'm not going to go through all the little button consoles, but you've got your little double square button that you can press like that, and you can select toggle third person. You're going to press and hold it. So now, here we are, and we're looking, okay, I've got obviously Lost Colony DLC on there, but you're greeted by this sort of thing. So we can normally just look at, you know, have a chat and see what's cutting here and what's going on and stuff like that. But yeah, so you'll normally start off in a very simple thing. These are sort of drops that'll come down. You'll get used to that as you level up. And the first thing you normally do is, look, everyone's like, what do I do? How do I survive? Oh, Explorer note. What? I didn't even know there was one here. Okay, well, we're going to tap this. These things basically will give you
Now,
XP.
Jane, before you get all wound up about me spending time.
Yeah, we're not going to listen to all of that gajoodle doodle. So you'll see it's got an XP. So we're going to go around and we're going to press, like, say, the Y button or the triangle in PlayStation. And we're going to go around and we're going to pick up some stones. And that's generally what you want to do first. Pick up some stones and watch out. You shouldn't have any crazy creatures. So you can press your triangle or Y button, press and hold in, and you want to get some berries. Berries and thatch, you'll see it'll come up on the side there. And then you're just going to go want to punch a tree. Like every other thing, just keep punching it a little bit until you get some wood. You see that? I got a little stick of wood over there. So let's go over here and punch another freaking tree over here. Okay, we got a little bit more wood. So you see on the bottom right, there's sort of, let's just go, there's no thing. I'm going to press and hold the double square button. And we've got your toggle HUD. So I like to play with my HUD on twice. Toggle HUD, sorry. Come on. Oh, wrong thing. Man, I'm being so silly. Extended HUD. So totally extended HUD. There we go. Now you got little numbers on the side that show up and stuff like that. So you've punched a tree, you grabbed some berries, and you're like thinking, okay, well, what do I do next? Well, grab some more stone, grab some more berries, because you're gonna need it. Press a Y, you're gonna go in here, and just grab a couple of stuff. See how it goes. Punch a damn tree again. You know, you do take a little bit of damage sometimes. Okay, we got a bit of wood. Now we're thinking, oh god, what am I gonna do now? What do I do next? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you are now going to press your three little line thing on your controller, and you are going to save your game first of all, because this is single player. And what we normally do is you press your B button or whatever that is on PlayStation. Not too sure what that is. And this comes up and you're like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do now? Okay, just ignore how many points I have available in XP and all that. It doesn't generally go this fast. But you're normally going to go in and you're going to say, well, you know what, let's pop a little bit into weight. You might have 1 or 2 points depending on your settings. And I'll always say a little bit into fortitude. So I'm just going to just pop up a little bit into weight. Okay, I've got crazy weight here. Alright, now we're going to say, okay, right, what do we do? Crafting. Oh, okay, so I'm going to go into crafting. Oh, look there, pickaxe. So there we go. We're going to press A, whatever that is on PlayStation. You can click on that, or you can just literally use your right trigger and it'll craft one. Excuse me. And you're going to press your right thumb and we're going to keep on moving over. There's cosmetics, don't worry about that. Now we have this. So you're going to press and hold your A button and you're going to move it down to your hotbar. Right, there we go. And we're going to press B to get back up. So now we have a pick. So you can see here, if we just go third person, this is what you kind of like look like. And you're going to go slap a stone. And you're going to keep hitting it. You see little flints coming up on the side there? You want that flint. You need that flint to get your next little tool. So a little trick. You see these round boulders? If you hit these, you see that? We're getting this little metal nodes. So whenever you see round boulders near water, some quick easy metal in the beginning, just slap it with a pick. Alright, there we go. So now we're like, okay, what's the next thing we do? Okay, press the B button, go into crafting, and we're like, oh no, there's that. Okay, hang on a second. I don't want fire, I want something else. There's a little thing up here called engram points, and we are going to go in here and you can see, okay, we've got a couple of points. And we are going to learn stone hatchet. Double press it, and you've learned. Another little quick thing, learn spear as quick as you can. And I would say a bit of a campfire. There we go. Don't worry about these. These are all mods that I've got installed already. And you'll come across these things as you can go along. So obviously your fortitude is like your temperature and things like that. So whether you're going to get cold or not. So we're just going to learn the pants, shirt, and that. And these things will come up as you get the points available. Ideally, you'll normally start with thatch. If you have the option, I would skip the thatch and just go straight to wood, but I'm normally going to say, right, let's do a storage box. And we can't do a sleeping bag yet, but okay. Alright, so let's go back into this again, where we press the B button. And we can go to crafting, and now look there, now we can craft one of those. Let's craft one of those. Let's craft a fire pit, and let's craft one of these. And we can craft that, and craft that for now. Right, back. Okay, so now it's all crafted. We go to our inventory, and we take that and we pop it into our slot. Right, there we go. And we're going to take this little friendly torch over here, and we're going to pop that over there. There we go. And that at least helps a bit now. So we can see what's cutting on there. Alright. Where do we go from here? Okay, right, we might have some extra points, not too sure. Well, whatever it is, put into point. Ideally, you're going to start off with a bit of weight, and you're going to start off with fortitude. Okay, right now my settings are quite high, so don't worry too much about that. But look, we got all of this sort of stuff. Look, in the beginning, I would suggest grab one of these things and pop it into your hotbar over here, because you will need food and water soon. Now we're going to select our axe or hatchet, and we're going to chop a little bit of that. There's a bit more stone. Now we want to go get a bit more wood. So we are going to go up to a tree, and we're going to slap the hell out of a tree. Get some thatch and wood. So hatchet will give you more wood, and your pickaxe will give you more thatch. So if I select here, you'll see here. There we go. More thatch, less wood. Alright. So these things is normally for your level. You'll see if you come up to here, supply crate. I don't know, let's see if we press the B button. We can see we're currently level 8, so we should be able to open this. Say access, and whoop-de-woo, there we get that. Alright, so let's take that. If we take all of this, it'll slowly disappear, and there we go. Alright, so now we've got a little bit of meat. So we go back into the B button, we take the meat, and we pop that into the hotbar over here. And we've got all this wood stuff, and we've got all that sort of thing. So let's go look into crafting. So, right, number one, I would suggest make a couple of these. So there's, you'll see that it says craft, so we'll craft 4 of these. And we'll craft one of those. And this will automatically go into your inventory. You'll see it'll pop up into your inventory over here. There we go, there's that. And we're going to take these spears, and we're going to pop it into our hotbar. Why? Because this is what's just going to save us. Will help kill little dinos and get our XP. We still have XP, so we've got 116 seconds left of XP. We're crafting, so we will be moving a little bit slower. So we're going to run around here, and we're going to look. Don't run too fast, because your stamina will run out. What you do is you come up to the water, press your Y button, drink. There we go. See, travel 1,000 meters. That's for the other thing. And what we're going to do is we're just going to look around, get familiar with the area. So ideally you want to find a little thing called a dodo to start off. And you see that crazy thing over there, that bird? Keep away from those. Those are nasties. They like to steal stuff from you and take stuff from you. So here we have a little creature. A little lystro. Feed meja berries to tame. We will not be taming. It's a level 85. So we want to get his hide. So we've got one option. We can either right trigger and just stab the living hell out of him, as you can see here. And he's dead. And there he is, and we'll grab the hatchet to chop him up for some hide and meat. Right, okay. You have now performed the basics of trying to get survival going. This is the real basic. We haven't even touched anything yet. So we're going to have a look around, and we're going to see it. Oh, you hear that noise? That's a little dodo. Dodo? So, is he meshed? I hear him. Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh! Hello. Hello. So, well, you know, you can make friends with him, or you can not. Now we're going to show you throwing the spear. You're going to press and hold your left trigger, and you're going to aim towards his head, ideally. And don't miss like I just did. There we go. And we're going to keep throwing. And if you walk over it, you should collect some of them back. And you can see his body's there. So let's deselect it. So now if we can't see it, we can... Ah, there he is. Drag body, select, and we can move him over to somewhere where we can see him. Press the Y button to release. And we grab the hatchet and we chop away at him. Nice dodo hide to get some XP. Right, we're going to select back this again. So here we go again. And let's see how this happens. So right, now we have our spear in hand. We think we are brave. We can see our food on the right. Ooh, what do we have over here? What is this? Oh no, it's a rock. Okay, so over there is not where we want to go. You'll see there's like a big diner. I think I saw a big diner over there. We do not want to go there right now. We are not ready for that. So we're going to run around here and say, okay, right, what is the next thing we need to do? So ideally, damn, these things are loud. So ideally, we need to actually create a form of saving. So a spot, should you die, that you can return back to the spot. So what we do, we'll press our B button, and we can see, what are we going to do? We've got the box over here. So it says we need fiber and wood, much more to create a storage box. I hear one of these damn birds. They are terrible. Okay, let's go into engrams, and we're going to scroll a little bit further down. So we have the option of a sleeping bag, so we can learn that. Or as you go along and you get more engram points, so will things come up. So ideally we want to try and learn a bed once you get to level 7. But you will start off with a sleeping bag, and let's start with a basic. So we're going to learn a thatch foundation. And we've got the storage box, and let's see what else we've got here. We can go fancy and all that stuff, but ideally you just want to start off directly. So right, we're going to go here, and we can press B button again, and we're going to go to crafting, and you see we can see this thatch. So there we need more fiber, and here we need fiber and hide. So fiber comes from bushes. Bushes over here. See the fibers coming up and the berries. We're just going to keep grabbing a little bit. You know, having a look around. Do not pick a fight with that Bronto. Don't smack him or punch him. He will kill you instantaneously. Alright, we have some fiber. Now we need to get a little bit more hide. So that means we're going to go find a small creature that we can take on. So what are we going to do here? So let's see. Hopefully we come across some dodos. So we just run and jump. Just watch the stamina on the side. You see my stamina is draining down there? I'm on 20, 20, 20. So the quickest way to do that, let's just go to third person. If your stamina is running, just press and hold your R3 button until you lie down flat on the ground. You'll see your stamina will regen quite quickly. And then, there we go. That is a spine over there. We do not want to go to that thing. That thing will slaughter us. Alright, let's have a look at... Oh, I hear dodos. There we go. Okay, select our spear, and we're gonna kill the dodo. Yee. Right, we got a bit more hide. Let's maybe just go kill one more dodo. Here's a level 10. Easy. Oh, he's pissed. Must have a baby here somewhere. Oh, there's a baby. So if we kill the babies, generally, and you spike them like this, you will get prime. So prime is used for good meat or taming and things like that. Mostly the babies. You can, if you kill the parents, you can actually claim one of the babies to be your pet. So that's entirely up to you. Okay, so see that thing over there? Oh no, not this boyki. Oh, he wants to steal something from me. Ah, he tamed me because of the magic berries. We don't want it. That's because I left the major berries in the last slot. Okay, let's just give me my damn major berries back. Okay, yeah, we got another one. We got a little dillo over here. Watch out, these things spit, so we're just gonna run around in circles and spear him. There we go. Done. Alright. Don't worry about out the little bag thing over there. Okay. We should have an... Oh, here's another little dillo. So let's just do one of these. Alright. Okay. What is that thing moaning about over there? Okay, sure. Now we should have, if we look into here, you got all this hide. There's the hide. There's some meat. We will cook about that now. And we've got some wood and thatch. So let's maybe just for good sake go get some more wood and a little bit more thatch. There we go. Right, now we go have a look back into pressing B and we go to crafting now. There we go. And we will craft, say, one of those and a little storage box to help your weight distribution. And I would just say, you see it says you're allowed to craft two because once you use these or respawn at the sleeping bags, they do tend to disappear. So let's just, what you can do is once you get a bed, so if we go learn a bed over here, double press on there, we've got spyglass. We'll worry about the spyglass stuff later. This is sort of your next thing. So you've done all those things, so don't worry about this ASR thing. You won't have that unless you have the mod. But Morton Pestle is your next thing, and a bit of spark powder. We can't do narcotics because we do not have enough engram points. But now we should be sorted. Let's see, can we actually make a bed? Do we have enough to make a bed? No, we need, what do we need? More hide and more thatch. Alright, okay. So, what you do ideally in the beginning is sort of like find a spot where you think you're kind of safe. Oh, don't worry about going too high, but you kind of like can jump around and hope that you can get up onto one of these things over here. But generally in the beginning, when you start the game, just pop over here and okay, let's go. Wait, we've got in our inventory, we've got one of those, so we will grab, press and hold the A button, pull it down to our hotbar, boom, press X, and now you have it. You see, press X, now it's all green and highlighted, so we can move around and check and whatever. You can put in the water, whatever it is you like to do. So put it in like a little edge or a corner, it's entirely up to you. You press your right trigger, which selects it, and then you can use your right directional trigger to go up or down. So I generally kind of like just put it as low as I can and place. Right, now we have a base to set our things on. So remember that little fire pits we made? So we're going to put that in a hotbar. And now you'll see it's like automatically placing. So press and hold your RB button and allow you to free place. So we'll just pop that now there in the corner over there. We will press the X button to enter and we will now select. So the quickest way to do this is you can press and hold the A button and then your right trigger and it'll all move it over to there. Or you can simply press the A button and it'll put one at a time in there. So we want some meat, so we'll pop the meat over there. Don't know why it's doing double for some reason. And we want to get it burning a little bit. So we have the option here. So we'll press and hold A and right trigger. Right, there we go. And we can do autocraft or not, but we're going to say light fire. And that will slowly cook up some meat for us, which we do need. Okay. As you can see, my food is now on 4, so I have meat in my hotbar. So I'll just eat one. And I'll eat another. You can eat berries. You can survive off berries, ideally mejo berries. Ideally, they do not give you a lot of water. But if we pop back into there, pressing the X button, you see there it's cooking up meat. So we will let that cook up. Now we have the storage box. Place into your hotbar. Grab the storage box. Again, if you have pressed the R and B button, you can move it anywhere. If you press and hold, it'll place it like the selected spot. But there we go. So we'll pop that down, and did we not make the, oh there we go, sleeping bag. Right, most important, spawn spot. Why, you can place these anywhere, it doesn't have to be necessarily on here, but so let's just pop this to the side here, and press 1, press again, right, There we go. We have 2 sleeping bags. So just remember, if you do die and you respawn, it'll consume 1 sleeping bag. Ideally, you want to make the bed. Right. Press X to enter. So what do we want to store in here that we don't really need right now? So we're going to store major berries because that we're going to need for narcotics, and obviously a thing called spoiled meat. Do not throw this away. This will be your friend. Okay, I just ate one of those. I don't know why I ate one of those, but there we go. Let's pop some stone in here because stone is generally heavy, and the thatch. I don't tend to worry about these, so if you press your left trigger, it'll throw it out. And these Magino berries and all these other berries, I just keep the Magio berries. Hello there. Oh wait, let's press onto the U button. So you see there, I'm going to press my right trigger once. Boom. Hat. Shirt and pants. There we go. So now we got a little bit of protection. Nothing fancy. What was I looking else here? Okay, so let's just say we've got. Okay, stamina is another thing you want to like put points into. So I'm just going to increase my points up to 220 for now. Don't worry about your oxygen for now, but food, try and get it up a little bit. I'll normally try to get, once you get your engram points, you know, get it up to like about 200 if you can. Or your weight depending on your settings. And if you want, you can do a melee damage and then some movement speed, depending on the settings. And don't worry about crafting skill for now. Not important. Fortitude, obviously, you want to get your fortitude up because it gets cold quickly at night. Alright. Let's see, hide. Okay, let's pop that hide over there. Why am I getting double? You know what, let's just pop all of the stuff over into here. There we go. Excuse me. Alright. Okay, so we've got that. Our food is still quite low, so let's see how our food's looking here. We've got some meat, so if you press and select the X plus the right trigger, it'll put it back into the slot. And we go back out. And we now press the left button, your left bumper button, press and hold and select. See there, you see how it highlights? There we go. Get a bit of meat over there, get our food source up, drink some water. Ooh, what do we have over there? What is that? Is that it? That's a shark over there. Megalodon. Oh yeah. Alright, so guys, this is sort of like the basics where we are now to sort of just survive, spawn and live. And what we can do is now we have the option of adventuring around now. So this is cooking up now, so I think we still got, how much meat we got in there? 27. That's fine. We can grab some of this meat over here. And pop that in there. Where that bloody stone came from. Alright. Okay. So that's cooking up now. We got 4 meat at the moment to survive. If you tend to sprint, if you double press your L3 button, you'll go into sprint, but you will use stamina very, very fast. So we can run around and see what's around here. Maybe we're going to need some more hide. Look, stay away from that little birdie over there. He is going to dive bomb you. They are the vein of my existence in Ark. So we're going to run around and just don't venture too far from your base. Oh, we hear something. What is that Spiner doing in the spawn area so early game? Here we have another Lystro. He's level 35. We need your hide, buddy. Thank you. We'll grab that. I hear more sounds. I am afraid of that Spino. I do not want to go. That thing will thrash us to pieces. Ooh, what was that? Was that a comp? What was there something here? I almost saw something in the bushes. Alrighty. Let's see what else. Oh, stay away from me. No, 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 no. No, no, don't make that noise. Leave me alone. 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 Alright. Single player. Let's quickly save. Alright. There we go. another drop over there. So generally when you spawn in, there's not normally much depending where you spawn. Sometimes you're lucky. Okay, let's just go see how much can we pick up here. 9. Okay, keep the charcoal, keep it going, and keep that. That will eventually fade off, but let's just keep cooking up the meat. So we got there. Let's just eat a little bit more, get our food. Back up. Grab a drink of water. There we go. Okay. Oh, there's another one of these little pegomastics things. Oh, God, these. Why is there 2 of them? Keep forgetting. 3! He stole something from me. Come here, you little thing. Come here. Did that one also steal something from me? Oh my God, what is with all these creatures all of a sudden? What did he steal from me? He stole some hide and stone. Where was that other little bag? Here we go. Oh, no, you are... okay. We have one of these things automatically tamed because I left the damn major berries in the last slot. But anyway, he stole my meat. So, I wanted to show you something. You can pick these creatures up. You go up to them, you can like, pick them up and they go on your shoulder like that. Or you can double press the Y button and they jump off. So now you have an option. So currently he's passive. So you press and hold B button so you can whistle. So we're going to say neutral. Just so you can attack things if they attack us. So look over here, we've got one of these things. So let's go grab this. Ooh, moss chops. So guys, this is one of the best times to start off in Ark with the moss chops over here. But unfortunately, this one wants rare flowers. He's only a level 20. We're not even going to bother with that. So we have an option to say, well, you know what? We want your hide, dude. So let's go to third person, which is normally best for attacking. Oh, I don't have any more of these. Oh, that was not clever. Okay, well, let's grab this torch and set him on fire. Grab my hatchet. Smack him with a hatchet for now. Well, so I think the pick will be better. Oh, there we go. Listen, you are a pain. I am going to unfortunately kill you. Sorry. I do not like present tame. Yeah, well, you can do whatever, you can bitch and moan, whatever you like. Okay, so we're gonna take this, let's just take these berries out. Oh, look at all the meat and hide we got. Okay, cool. Alright, so we are moving on from here. Where are we now? So let's just have a look here. Okay, let's go back into third person. Okay, PTs. That's a fly. That'll be one of your first flies you'll tame. A little bit early game now to do that, but why are there so many? There's 3 freaking of those flies over there. Oh, Dodo. Hide. Thank you, sir. Sorry, we, you know, it's kind of nasty. I heard a weird sound again. What was that sound? There's another one of those moss chops around here, I think. We are not going to pick a fight with that Bronto. I am sprinting and I'm using a lot of my energy up right now. So let's go back. Alright, so where did we... a bit further down this way. What is it? What did I leave in the bag? Oh, that dead body. Okay, alright. Where did I put the... That's another thing with Ark. You gotta try and remember where you actually place your little bases down. Wait, there we go, at this big rock over here. Alright, there we go. Okay. Let's hop back over here. We are still on the basic. This is just basic survival, guys. Okay, you can see the slots are full, so we are going to have to obviously take something out. And place some meat in here quickly to cook it up. We can take this bark out quickly, and if we do it fast enough, we can actually stack... Oh, I just ate raw meat. Ew. Anyway, that is what it is. Alright, we'll let that cook up. And let's go lighten our load a bit. We don't need this. And we're going to pop the hide in there. We're going to pop the mejo berries in there. I don't know why I just popped that. And the charcoal. Alright, we don't need any of this thing right now. We've got the meat, we've got our basic survival tools. Right, next step. So now we have killed a bit, we've got some extra points. What do? We look around here and we think, okay, well we can make that thing if we really want to. We need the hide and the stone, but let's go have a look at our engrams. So ideally what you want to do is we're going to go here. And depending how far you've come, you want to learn a thing called narcotics. This is going to need for taming. And a wooden club. To start off your basic taming if you want. If you can get further on with your engram, I would suggest learning the bowler, and your next best friend is learning the bow and stone arrows. We are not going to worry about any of this other stuff here. Here's what I talk about, the wooden foundations. I'm just going to quickly learn the wooden foundation for now. And we have the basics going. Cooking pot, don't worry about that now. Spyglass, definitely, we're going to want to know about that. I'll explain to you how that all works. Obviously, this is a wild primitive. It's quite effective at long range. There's so many things you can do with this. Very, very handy little tool. And let's see what else. Okay, we're not going to worry about all the modded stuff. So there's a lot you can do with the thatch. You can go ahead and build yourself a nice little house if you want. We can get foundations. You can see it tells you exactly how much you need, what you need, when you need it. But guys, this is sort of getting there to the basics just to get yourself started. As you can see. So my recommendation is get to a point where you can learn the wooden raft. Why? It is a good way to start off in moving around in Ark. Just be careful where you move around, and we'll talk about it in another stream another time. But wooden raft is what you want to do. So I think what we'll do is we'll get to a point where we can maybe make a wooden raft. But I think that's quite far already. That's with hide. I think we'll stick to all the basics here right now. Just survival and how to operate. Excuse me, I've got a little bit of a sinus thing going on. Standing torch we're not worried about. Let's learn some more here. So we got, okay, thatch ceiling, some thatch walls. We're gonna need to learn doors. We don't worry about decor box now. Ladder if you want to. Triangles if you want to get it fancy in the builds. Thatch pillars. Triangles. This is the roof ceiling triangle. Okay, floating foundations we're not worried about. ASR primitive bench, we're not going to worry about that now. These are all mods that I have in here, so don't worry too much about that. So as we go further down, you'll see what we've unlocked. You know, you'll see things that unlock. So we've got the boat, and then we've got the water thing. Don't worry too much about that. Your next thing would be obviously something like a preserving bin. So that'll be sort of your next unlock you want to do. Let's just unlock that for now, so we will worry about that later. And then if you can unlock one of these storage bookshelves, they help you a lot with storage instead of the small boxes. Alright, you're going to get to a point where I also like to learn the wooden table. I'll show you a reason why. Wooden chair will automatically come with that. And you're going to want to learn a thing called a refining forge and a thing called the smithy. Once you get to this point, metal picks, metal hatchets, and we're not going to worry about too much there. And most important, the trank arrow. Now, that is sort of your base. Oh, yeah, parachute. This will help you if you're falling. We'll explain at a later stage about that. And all these other things is for later game things that we're going to worry about. Okay. So now we basically have the basics going over here. We're not going to worry about hide if you want to get a little bit more fancier armor. And then cementing paste and all these sort of things. You can see wooden pillow. There's lots of little things. Little stimulant you can learn later on. It's not too important in the beginning. Parasaur will show you. That'll be sort of like one of your first tames. Only reason why you kind of like want to tame one of these and how we go about it, I'll show you, is they're a good first tame to start off. They gather berries and a little bit of thatch and wood and stuff like that. And they've got an alert system to help you and things like that. Good way to start off first, and then a PT, which is one of those flying pterodons. And then once I have a pterodon, I immediately jump for a thing called an Argentavis, sort of like a flying eagle type thing. I want to get one of those as ASAP as possible. So I think let's set ourselves up with a little base just to get going, so we know we're protected if we're going to stay in this area for a little while longer. What I generally do is we've got the sleeping bag. We can pick one of them up, and we're going to take it, and it's in a hotbar. You see it's in a hotbar over there? So if you run into trouble, quickly place the sleeping bag, and you should be fine. Oh, I think we ran out of wood over here. Yeah, we ran out of wood. Okay, so to keep our fire burning, let's go gather some more wood quickly. You remember to use your hatchet. There we go. Grab the hatchet over there. Slap and get some good old wood. Oh yeah. And while we're at it, while we're doing all of this knocking and jumping and hitting and slapping, we can grab the pick. I'm going to get some thatch as well, because we want to just, like, you know, maybe extend the base a little bit. Alright, I think and then obviously disconnect, and we need fiber. Press and hold the Y button and the bushes, grass, leaves, whatever it is. Grab the fiber, press and hold it, walk around. Switch your speed running off. Different bushes will yield different things, but that you worry about at a later stage. Right now, just grab what you can. So you can generally walk around as much as you want. There is a function for auto walk, so if you press and hold the X button, you will see, don't worry about Cyber's Propagator Plus and all that. There's this thing here, toggle auto run. If I press that, my character will auto run automatically. I don't have to touch anything. I'll just use my right analog stick to direct where I want to go. Unfortunately, you will run out of stamina and slow down. To disengage, just press your forward left stick, and you are disengaged. Alright, there we go. So we have the basics going down. There's one of those PTs that we want to have a look at. So in the beginning we do not have a spyglass, so we're going to like see what, he's not close enough to see what level he is. Are you going to land? We'll worry about that later on. Alright, so we have the basic setup over here. So ideally we want to actually make a bed. Why? Because a bed kind of like keeps you a bit safer. So let's see, crafting. What do we need for a bed? We need 40 hide. We have 70, so we're going to press and hold the A plus right trigger, and we're going to make a bed. We can actually craft a bow so far. To make arrows, you can see we need some flint. We'll go grab the flint over there, and we will make craft 5. Is it only letting me craft 5 at the moment? Oh wait, we can craft it to 46. So let's just craft about whatever. There we go. Okay, crafted a whole bunch of those. Keep that metal. We're going to need that metal and all that other stuff. Remember, while crafting, you will be moving slow. So be aware of that if any tames are going to be around you. They don't want to come and punch you. Oh, let's go grab a sip of water over here. Another piece of steak. Okay, so we got the bow. We're going to pop the bow into the hotbar. The arrows will automatically be loaded in there. See there, 51. Alright, and let's grab the bed, place it anywhere in one of the hotbar slots. Now we have a permanent spawn spot. This has to be on a base or foundation. Okay. Alright, there we go. So what we can do is we can now grab the sleeping bag, pick it up. We now have a permanent space to spawn. Press and hold the Y button, lay down, and we are kind of safe. Alright, we can now exit the game and hope that nothing kills us. But, press the Y button, stand up. What are we going to do is we're going to build ourselves a little base. So let's see what we can do here. So to get some more of that, we need more fiber. Lots and lots of fiber. So let's just go around and grab as many bushes as we can. Look, ideally to start off, just build yourself a little 2x2. That's 4 foundations just to get yourself started if you really want to. You could get fancy and carry on grabbing and building, and with all the build mechanics that you can do, you can build some amazing stuff in Ark. It's one of my favorite things to do. I will show you at a later stage. Grab bushes. Okay, we have about 212 fiber. I don't know how much we'll need there, but let's see. I'm not playing on any official settings right now. This is just some boosted settings just to show you the basics. Alright, press our B button. Let's go into crafting and let's make another 3 of these. And right trigger once. And again and again. We have 3 of those. Okay. It's busy crafting. See, I cannot run again. Right, B button, and let's go back into inventory. There is our foundations. Reason why we're going to want to do this is because while we're doing this, these damn birds will try and spawn on top of us and freak the living hell out of me. And this one is getting a little too close. Let's just go into third person and see if we can actually shoot him out the sky. I don't know what level he is. What? Ah! They are terrible things. What? You are kidding me. Ah, okay. Never mind. My aim is feeling a bit bad right now, so let's not get into that. Alright, okay. We have the 4 foundations placed. So now we're obviously going to want to make some walls. So we can see there is 1, 2, 3. We've got 2 over there, 2. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8. So it's 8 walls. The reason why we want 8 walls is because one of the walls will be changed to a door entrance. So we want to go and see here. We can only craft 4. It will tell us why we can only craft 4. If we look there, it is thatch that is quite low. So grab our pick and head back over to this damn tree while we're doing this. That's why you got a storage box. Ideally, just grab as much of the stuff, put it in the storage box, get yourselves going a bit. Thatch going here. There we go. Because we want to be able to close ourselves up in our little house. There we go. Guys, it's painful in the beginning to start off in Ark to get yourself going, but these ways of doing this much faster and all that sort of thing. But this is the way you're here to enjoy what the game's all about. All right. So we got 4 of these. Okay, let's just pop 4 here. We did say we want to craft another 4, so we can go look here and press right trigger 1, 2, 3, 4. And what you will need is a door. Thatch door, so we will create 1 of those, and then a ceiling, thatch ceiling, so we need 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could go fancy with triangular roofs and all this sort of weird nonsense and stuff, but we're not going to worry about that. Alright. Did I craft craft one of these clubs? No, let's just craft a club here quickly. Oh, we got the large storage box as well. We can craft one of those. Alright, fantastic. And at least how many can we craft of these? Let's craft 3 of those. Right, so that's all crafting. While we're crafting, we're gaining XP. Press and hold the B button. You can select, so you can see if we do that and press the Y, it will rotate. Keep the green on the outside. We can then select X for the different shapes. So we will now say pop a window there, and pop a window there. And we will make this one a solid wall, and that one a solid wall, and that one a solid wall, and that one, and let's pop that one a solid wall. Now we want to select the door frame. You'll get the single. Ideally, we normally go for the double. Just gives you a bit more space. Pop one of those. Okay, so now we're surrounded. Now we need to get our door. There's our door. Place in the hotbar. Boom. B and place. Right. We are now inside and we have a space to be safe. Kind of. Remember, thatch is very, very weak structure. So if you go and upset any big creatures like that Spino down there, he will come and thrash this thing to pieces ASAP. Okay. Alright, let's grab the roof because we want to get away from those birds. So if we want to run in and hide away from them, press and hold the B. We then can select different options, but I wouldn't worry too much about that right now. So just select there, make sure the green's facing outside. And there we go. We have achieved our first little house. So, if you have the Bob's Tall Tales, which I highly recommend getting. So, I'll show you now why. So, if we go to Cosmetics, and we go to Bob's Tall Tales, there's a thing you'll get called Frontier. I'll just press here and expand on that. And you'll see there's a skin. Right trigger. And watch this, guys. Watch this. Look at this. Look how fantastic this looks already here. We have now made our basic little thatch. Whoopsie daisy. Our basic little thatch hut into wood. And remember, it is only a skin, so it's not going to be super strong. Oh, and it automates the door. Look there. Oh, ah! What? Alright. And we can do the roof. And deselect. And look at that. We now have a little wooden box with windows that we can look out at. Drink some water here quickly. There we go. And we have our basic setup. Guys, so if you hold your torch, number one, it'll give you light and heat. So it'll help with temperature. If you press your left trigger, it'll place it on your belt. You now can run around and holding the torch and do whatever. As soon as you go in the water, oh, you see, it puts out the torch. Come out of the water, you will have to select the torch again, place it to your hotbar, and you've got a light. So you now can continue inside your base with the torch and do whatever you need to do, you see? There we go. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. It will burn out eventually and you will have to repair it. So we're going to select that again with the left trigger and we're just going to get rid of that. Alright. Guys, this is now pretty much set up where you are now basically set up. So we did say, I think I did make a storage box. This is the biggest storage box. You'll see it's a lot more slots. So you select it. So you can place it either flat, or what we tend to do is, okay, I created this. Press and hold, press the Y button, and you can select it sideways, and then you can press and hold the RB button, and boom. I want to make another one, and I have the materials on me. I just select there and press B if the materials on me, and make another one. So if we have a look here, it has 45 slots as opposed to 15. So what I tend to do in the beginning with these boxes, I'll take what I call my resources. So like stone, thatch, and that. This is a manufactured resource as far as I'm concerned, and this is meats and stuff, so I'm not too worried about it. So I then go to my storage cupboard, press the X button, and now I can move this over there. I don't know why it does this sometimes. Where it like kicks me out of the thing. It's very strange. Okay, and thatch. No, man. Why are you eating the narco berry? Do not eat narco berries, guys. It'll make you sick. Okay. This is for a later stage, but let's just pop that into the hotbar for now. And we can pop that in the hotbar now as well. If you want those other little buggers to leave you alone, what I do normally tend to do is I take what I have in spoiled meat, I tend to put over here, or whatever it is, otherwise you'll end up taming those damn piggers and stuff like that. Alright, so let's just go to the storage box over here, and we're going to place that and the meat in there, and the mecha berries. I don't worry about the seeds or anything now. Keep that, will stay in your inventory, and we can now press the left trigger to get rid of everything else here. Just press it once. Do not speed do this, because you will sometimes throw stuff away you do not want to throw away. Alright, there we go. Okay, and guys, this is the basics just to get yourself going. You know, I think in the next video, I think tomorrow for about, we've been streaming for just over an hour, I think. And I think this will just, that's the basics to get you going. And so, there we go. Yeah. See, there's a character. Oh, just here, press and hold your B button. Go to emotes, and you can hide your hat. Look at that. Select hide hat. Boom. Hee. Well, folks, that's me for this one, and we can like do a little wave or a captain or whatever, and we're gonna say cheers for now. And I want to thank you all for whoever come and check the stream out. I'm hoping to make this a little bit more fun as we go along, but this is just to get people going on the basics, because so many people do not know what to do in Ark or how to go about it. If you feel this helped you a little bit in the beginning to get you going, please like it, like the stream, and please follow. I need to build followers. I've just started out fresh again on streaming. It would be great to meet you guys, and hopefully one day you'll be in our chat. So please guys, enjoy the stream, and hit that notification button. I think tomorrow what we'll do is we'll pop in another one, and we'll go to the next phase. Spend another hour there and see how it goes. But yeah, guys, have a good time, and thank you very much for watching, and we will catch you again sometime soon. Take care, and have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend further. Well, not weekend, week, but we'll take it from there. Alright, guys. I think I just need to, I think we'll end the stream over here, and I think that'll be fine. Alright. Thank you very much, and